It's the main
worst.
one.
Take care, fellas.
All right, man. It got too hot right there.
Go
You start to admit
Go ahead.
stuff like that, it can't stick around too
And they
long.
like to say a lot of countries, no,
Not like this.
not like this, not the wickedness, the height of the wickedness that this country has pushed.
Yeah.
That's why it got to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire.
Right. And on whom was here,
Go ahead.
Exactly.
the apple of the Lord's eye was here. You did that against his people, whatever. He don't really care that much about everybody else.
That's why-
But against his chosen people, you know, and that's what he saw that part coming too.
Yeah.
That's why I tried to say that.
Because I know once he circled around here, he had to take a look at the sun.
Exactly. That's why he kept bringing up the divide. But that's all right.
Let me get back. This Jeremiah 50:9. For lo, I will raise.
But that's now what's funny is he bringing that up, basically saying that what they're doing is bringing division. But how was Babylon confounded? The Lord brought division
Yeah.
to show you that this place is spiritually Babylon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everybody is coming together under that same vibration. You know, but it's really after his vibration, the so-called white man.
Yeah.
His democracy, man.
A wicked division.
Yeah.
There's a righteous division which we're performing. There's
Yeah.
a wicked division which the damn devil,
Yeah.
so-called white man who runs shit is performing.
Yeah.
Quick precept, quick. We go with the division. Luke 12:51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you nay, but rather division. He's coming to divide up the wicked from the righteous, the sheep from the goats, the left from the right. You know, the wicked of the earth to be divided off the wicked land of the earth to be divided from the righteous land of the earth. He brings division on a whole bunch of different levels. You go back, bro.
Jeremiah 50:9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken.
And just because, like, I was thinking how Apostle Hart would think. A lot of people would think that North Country is talking about America because it refers to the land of the
They
world.
don't think it's talking about Babylon. They
Right,
usually
right.
try to interpret that to say that's talking about ancient Babylon.
And some
which
Israelites-
it is talking about ancient Babylon.
Right.
But prophetically it's talking about the Revelation 17 and 18
Right.
Babylon.
Right, the virgin daughter of Babylon. But that's what I'm saying. To give you the proper context, you do have to read it in the proper context and see if it lines up with prophecy, because that's what's going to speak. We ain't worried about ancient Babylon being destroyed. That's over and done with. We're worried about the missiles that's going to hit. Which there were not those missiles in ancient Babylon, but now there are. So what is that talking about? You have to read it and understand it in the proper context of today.
Yeah, you gotta ask this question, man. Understanding the history of what happened
Yep.
to the Babylonians under Nebuchadnezzar and how it was translated from that empire into the Medo Persian Empire.
Yep.
How did Babylon fall? How did the war take place?
Yep.
What occurred during that war that contributed to the translation of the Babylonian Empire into the Medo Persian Empire?
Right.
Okay, and then you got to read in context of what the prophet, what he saw and what he's speaking about. He's speaking about of a total destruction.
Yeah.
He's talking about by way of fire.
Yep.
That a company of nations, they're going to destroy this Babylon. Okay, so how is it? Because just analyze it, man.
Yep.
They're going to be coming from the north country to destroy Babylon.
Yep.
Right? But the northern country at the time was, I believe it was Assyria. When did Assyria come down and bring destruction on Babylon? Babylon took over an Assyrian empire.
Yep.
Okay?
Once the northern left.
You know what I mean? So how is that implying to that?
You got my point was the reason that you walked through, which was beautiful, was the point that I was making. You
Yeah.
have to be able to piece together these prophecies and spiritually put it together. You can't just take, because of the North Country, you can't just take that in a literal context. You have to apply it to prophecy. Which that northern country, like we're talking about, is Russia. and they're going to join the other covenant nations. And you can see easily how many of these countries hate America. And then the her is talking about America, the virgin daughter of Babylon. Go ahead, bro. I don't mean to segue, but just to tie it in. You know?
And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain.
Yep.
That's talking about the missiles.
Yep.
Okay?
We're
They're not going to
talking about
return.
missiles the whole time.
That's all we've been talking about, man. All right?
And Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied with, saith the Lord.
Why? Because they're going to completely destroy it. That's why they're going to be satisfied. Because mission accomplished. You got it, bro?
Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of my heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls.
Go right into Revelation 18.
Your I was thinking that too, because when you said the nations, they're going to be happy. They're going to see, like the scripture saying, Revelation 18, they're going to see the smoke
of atonement burning. Go on.
from afar.
You're going to have the merchantmen that's going to be, they're going to be sad and mourning because they can't make no more money.
Yep.
But you're going to have the people inland that's going to see it and they're going to be, shook up.
Yeah.
But they're going to be like, hey, fuck that bitch, man. No, fuck that hoe, man.
She ain't know what else she done for me lately.
Yeah, man.
Holding
This
me on
is
deals.
the bitch that caused all type of mischief.
Yep.
She had her military over here, starting shit, starting wars over here.
She messy.
Drones,
Yeah, she messy.
Yeah,
She
man.
slut. All that.
The people that's gonna be mourning though is the people who would get rich. You know?
Need more.
Verse 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She shall bear you. She that bear
Read that
you.
again.
Yeah.
Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bear you shall be ashamed.
Yeah, and who mothered
Right.
Babylon? England. That's where America stemmed from, the Great Britain, man.
Yep.
All right. So and guess what? Great Britain right now, they're starting to distance themselves from the U.S., man.
Yep.
Even though they're supposed to be allied and connected, but they're shifting away. They're drifting away, man. And they was waiting on what Trump was going to do about that nuclear deal. All those countries of the European Union, they were all they stand with Iran on that deal.
Yeah.
And if Trump was to come against it, that would have been a major strike, man.
And
that would have been a major hit to their a relationship, man.
Because it's fucked up, man. You're kind of in a catch-22 if you're American, right? Because Iran's like, no, we just want to use the nuclear thing for energy. Trump's like, man, fuck that, man. You're going to develop that for nuclear energy, then you're going to switch it over at the last second for to use it against us as a missile, as a bomb. And everybody knows that's what it's going to be. Yeah, on Israel. Everybody knows that's what's going to happen. Everybody knows. But they're going to make him hold to it because you got to take Iran's word for it. America's like, man, I ain't taking his word. I'm going to let him go buy a gun.
Israel's using Trump for their dirty work.
Yep.
You know, that's all that's being happening right now, man. Israel's using Trump for their dirty work to prevent Iran from growing militarily against Israel.
It's like when you at the park, bro. Quick analogy, when we go right back. It's like when you at the park and you talking hell with a nigga, y'all about to fight. He knows he can't beat you. I'm about to go to the Trump. Well, Trump is like, I ain't letting you go to the Trump to go get that weapon to take me down. I ain't gonna let you make it there. That's what he's trying to do. He don't want him to go pop the Trump on him, so he can bring out the big guns on him. He's like, nah, but everybody like, nah, man, that's fair. You got one, let him go get his.
But supposedly, he waived it, so basically the sanctions ain't on him, but it's only temporarily. And he's saying under certain conditions, will we keep this program or this deal going? But you better change up everything, or we're gonna put the sanctions back on.
We're gonna come check.
But Iran already said, well, once you decide to do that, we will continue to enrich our uranium, so we can continue on with building our nuclear program.
And it only makes sense for Iran to be like, no, we're gonna keep doing it. And if you don't like what you see, fuck it, we'll just turn it over from the energy program into the nuclear program to defend ourselves against you.
And they don't give two shits about your sanctions, man.
No.
They already have a superpower that they're in league with.
Yep. Russia.
All right, they ain't worried about dealing or trading with you.
Yep.
Okay. They ain't dealing with the U.S. and trade, man. They don't need the U.S.
Yep.
All right. You're just doing the dirty work for Israel. That's what they can see.
Yep.
You know. And you can go back.
Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert.
Yeah, that's what this place is going to become. Fucking around with that little them gutter rats over there, man. They gonna lead you to that barren, desolate wilderness, man.
Yep. But
Okay.
those gutter rats are the same one that run England, the same one that run America.
Yeah, they run all this, man.
Yep.
I mean, really, this is all Esau shit, man.
Yeah.
But Esau is divided.
Yep.
This is all
Between the
Esau's.
gutter rats and
This
the-
is all his empire, but his empire is divided up.
Yep.
You know. It's all divided up, man. This is the beast, the beast system, and the whore, which he runs both. He runs the whore and the beast.
I see what's next.
You know.
I thought she was never no time. Crazy out here. You seen that, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, bro.
Because, verse 13, because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Every one that goeth to Babylon shall be astonished and hissed at all her plagues.
Yep. Hey, because all the deep what's the word? Like the gold, because commodities. I want to say commodities was another word. All of those things that you would come to America for are already taken up out of here, and then the rest of what you would want from here is about to be wiped out with the missiles. Ain't gonna be no reason to inhabit this place. Ain't gonna be good for nothing. So it's best it just simply becomes a desert. You got it, bro.
Put yourself in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for
Spare
she
no
hath
arrows.
sinned against the Lord.
Here it is. So that like I was saying earlier, that's why no matter these missile defense programs are being counterbalanced and counteracted upon by Russia, no matter what you do, it's always going to equal to America being destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. No matter who or what you think could be stopped or ain't going to have, Russia can't do it. Russia's going to do it. Iran is going to do it. All these places is going to do it because the Heavenly Father who's creating this whole scenario is going to play out according to his will. And this is what he had written, and he shall speak and not lie.
The scripture said, spare no arrows. So these countries, they're not gonna have nothing left in the chamber. They're gonna empty the clip on America. All right, they're not gonna have no leave. Oh, let's just leave one. Let them all go. Press the button.
Desperation.
Yep.
Desperation.
Just
Everybody's gonna
believe,
let go.
best believe America's gonna shoot on
Yeah.
these other nations. So shit. Why would you leave any arrows or nukes left?
I think America gonna shoot first on somebody else, and then everybody gonna just gang up and let go, and then America will fucking press them.
It's gonna be mutual. It's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be
it's
a
gonna go
short
both
mutual
directions.
destruction.
Yeah.
America ain't gonna be the only place that's gonna get hit up, man.
Right.
That's why that day, the scripture tell you that day is gonna burn like an oven.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially over
Because
there.
it's gonna be detonations going off in a lot of different places. That's why the whole earth is gonna shake when those missiles hit, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what's gonna happen. You know? That was it on 14.
Could be 15.
Shout against her round about. She hath given her hands, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she hath done, do unto her.
Yeah, because there's America's known to do them, to destroy. They're flying around the planet right now and letting off missiles, man, on who they deem terrorists, so they say, or who they don't like. That's what they do. They'll patrol the earth and dare you to say something about it. Oh yeah, we'll drop one. We're in your airspace, we'll drop one.
Yeah.
That's the threat of seeing American fighter jets across the planet. And they've been dropping them also. Ask any country in the Middle East, except Israel, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, Babylon is known as the hammer of the earth.
Yep.
You cause major destruction all throughout the earth. You know? So when it gets, that's why it says how, when it calls her the hammer of the earth, how is the hammer of the earth broken down?
Yep.
You know? How is that weapon of war, you know, because America is known for its military might.
Yep.
How did America get destroyed, man? Knowing how great and powerful the military was.
Hey, 'cause this
just like Rome.
Yep.
Yeah. Rome had
They
the
never
greatest
thought
military.
Rome could ever fall because they had the greatest military back then.
I
But guess
gotta-
what? They fell.
Yep.
They eventually went down.
Yep. I got to
Right.
speak on this, bro. Because if you look at America and you look at Italy, because Rome is in the center of Italy, right? When you look at these two places, what are they surrounded by? By water. You got to come across the sea to have a chance to destroy these countries. So their military can see you from far away out and get you. Well, same thing in America. Niggas like that nigga taste it.
They gonna taste it.
But America the same way. With that type of position in the earth, how would they ever, with the strong military, how did they ever get destroyed? Well, they're sanctioned by the Heavenly Father. He's the one that wants it to happen. And it's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. And I just thought about the geography of Italy and the geography of America. They're surrounded on both sides by water. And even Italy on the southern part also. So how you supposed to, if three parts of that country got taken down, the peninsula got taken down, America's a peninsula over a greater body of water, how are they gonna get taken down? Well, we ain't gonna go all the way. We're gonna shoot from way over here. That's how. Oh, so I go back in Second Esdras. Second Esdras, chapter 16, I'm gonna start at 13 again. It says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world." Hey, that's, I didn't know I was segueing again, but shot over the water to reach. That's how you get it. You ain't gonna never make it over on ships like they tried in planes like they tried in World War II. They saw you coming in World War II. How much more now? 40? How many years is that? 70 years by now? World War II. I can't do the math. So it's
War
like
II?
70 years maybe.
Yeah. 70, almost 80.
Yeah, 70, 80 years. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we keep reading. I'm still figuring the math out.
Yeah, when it says to be shot up into the ends of the world.
Yep.
That's how you when you read the scriptures, it always say about going from one end of the earth to the other, or to the uttermost part of the earth. That means at this as farthest point, the other side of the end of the earth.
Yep.
Okay, so it's gonna be shot from one end of the earth all the way to the other, man, to its furthest point. Okay, Russia is the total opposite of the globe from America, man.
Yep.
On the other side of the globe, man.
We're in the eastern hemisphere.
But guess what? When they shoot those arrows, it's only gonna take 25, 30 minutes to get over here. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 14, it says, "Behold, the plagues are sent," excuse me, it says, "and shall not return again. They shall come upon the earth." They're gonna land. They're not gonna get shot out the sky. They're gonna land.
They just go out of the atmosphere,
Yep.
come back down.
They're gonna be bathed in
Boom.
heaven,
Yep.
and they're gonna come down on Idumea.
Right.
You know?
It says, "The fire is kindled and shall not be put out. It is till it consume the foundation of the earth." Yep. Like,
And her smoke ariseth,
for this one.
you know, forever, man.
I thought we had that.
Oh, that one right out.
I never had that one.
Sorry. You know, that was
But that's going into the smoke of her torment.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Verse 16, it says, "Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again."
So it's not gonna return, man.
Yep. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? There's only one way out of this, man. That's through Yahweh Ba'ashim Shah if he chooses you.
You are the elect.
You're up the
That's the
elect.
only way. Right there.
Yep. Because look, what's else at the bottom behind it? That's what I thought you were going for. They don't show the missiles, but look at the destruction that's going on. But that's coming out of there, and there's missiles that'll be shot off too, simultaneously. When that's going on, this is the only way out for these men to get beamed up. There's no other way out of that. Everybody else upon these lands that these missiles shall hit, there's no escape for you. That's why I said, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? It's a done deal.
Hey, that's Prophet Ezra saw the missiles
Yeah.
coming. He saw the chariots, the deliverance, and he saw the war, man.
Yeah.
He saw war. He saw total destruction, man. And you know, when you see this with vision, man, it will bug you out, man.
Yeah.
You don't put no thought behind what you're reading.
You're not making it visual and living, man, and you're missing it.
Of course you ain't gonna be daunted with fear when you read it if you're not imagining it.
Right.
You gotta imagine that shit like as if you're watching it on the screen or you actually see yourself in it, man.
And that's what these directors have done. They were able to imagine these scriptures and then they put it on screen. And a lot of them aren't far off or bad. They don't have the full everything that's involved, but a lot of them got a lot of it in there. That if you piece a lot of these movies together, you could easily see what's about to go down.
From the martial law to the missiles hit, man.
Yep.
Everything. These directors, they read the script and they don't give the credit to where credit's due.
Yep.
You know, they act like they had the original idea, but these movies show you what's gonna happen.
The greatest movies are from stories out of the Bible, from visions that were from the prophets in the Bible, man. I got a quick precept talking about that World War III, right? The missiles. Isaiah 9:5 says, "For every battle of the warrior," because he was talking about ancient Babylon, the way the Medo-Persians took them down versus the way this is going to be taken down. Even the way Rome was taken down, right? But this is the one war that fire was equated with arrows. You know, it says for every Isaiah 9:5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
Yep.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
It's gonna be with burning and fuel of fire, man.
Yep. That's how you get to America. That's how you across this great position in the earth. That's how you get across here. That's how you destroy a place like this, a place like Rome. You know, they can walk in a certain angle of Rome. You know, because the technology wasn't that great. Well, now that the technology is great, you got to use greater technology to beat it, which is this intercontinental ballistic missiles with these hydrogen atom and whatever other nuclear bombs they got now.
Yeah, I mean, we always pose the question: when did ancient Babylon? When did it get the same judgment that Sodom and Gomorrah got when they fought against the Persians and the Medes and got taken down? When did that occur? Or what weapon did they use to destroy all of Assyria or not Assyria, Babylon?
Yep.
You know, which is modern day Iraq. Because it's supposed to have the same judgment that ancient Sodom and Gomorrah had. Even to this very day, nobody has set up shop and built homes and stores and, you know, basically it has been nobody on the planet Earth that went back to ancient Sodom and Gomorrah and civilized it and built upon it, man. Okay?
The land
It's still a tourist attraction. People go there and they hiss at the plagues.
Yep.
Oh man, you know, those archaeologists, they go over there and they see. Ain't nothing been left there. You know?
Got something else. 2 Ezra 15, I'm going to start at verse 40. It says, "The great and mighty clouds shall be lifted up full of wrath, and the star," talking about the chariots, right? Said that they may make all the earth afraid. And we were talking about previously about the chariots sitting right there poking these people, right? About the destruction that was coming. But it's going to go from chariot into missile when it talks about it. Watch. It says that they may make all the earth afraid, and them that dwell therein. So, and they shall pour out over every high and eminent place an horrible star. Right? It says, fire and hail and flying swords and many waters, that all fields may be full, and all rivers with the abundance of great waters. And they shall break down the cities and walls, mountains and hills, trees of the wood, and grass of the meadows, and their corn. It says, and they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon and make her afraid. Hold on, man. The Bible, the Holy Bible.
The Jewish?
The Holy Bible. King James Version of the Bible.
Ishmael.
He's like, that sounds like, come on.
Yeah.
That sounds like what we like. It says, 43, it says, and they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon and make her afraid. They shall come to her and besiege her, the star and all wrath shall they pour out upon her.
Yep.
Then shall the dust and the smoke go up unto the heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her.
Yeah, that's going into was that a Revelation, man?
18th chapter.
18th chapter. You know, they're gonna see the smoke going up for a long ass time, man. And that smoke, it's gonna be black. It ain't gonna be like that gray smoke, no, it's gonna be black smoke, man. For ages.
Yep.
You know?
It's gonna burn a long time, man.
Hell
The
yeah.
fire, like, cause think about it. Once the fire is out of, when the fire goes out on a fire, it's still smoke that'll still lift up. But America's fire is gonna burn a long time, and the smoke's gonna go up a long time while it's burning. It's gonna go up even longer once it's out. You're not gonna be able to quench it. The universe is gonna know that something big went down on this planet.
Yeah.
You know?
But they're gonna be shooken.
Yep.
They're gonna be watching it live, being broadcast, and they're gonna feel it because the destruction.
An earthquake.
It's gonna cause an earthquake.
Yep.
You know, they're gonna see a lot of tsunami warnings happen right after. You know, devastating earthquakes happening everywhere, lands being broken up. You know, buildings falling on people.
Yep.
All right, the skies is darkened. It's gonna be crazy, man. You know, it's gonna cause destruction all over the earth.
Yep.
But it's gonna cause a change in the earth too.
Yep. A shift.
It's gonna cause a change in the earth, man. That's why we understand when it says there shall be a new heaven and a new earth,
Yep.
because it's gonna be a new infrastructure. Okay.
New vibration
New
upon the
vibration.
Power gonna be shifted from
Yeah.
Esau to Jacob,
Yep.
Yeah,
back
man.
to Jacob.
A lot of things are gonna be cleansed by that fire.
Yep.
A lot of land mass is gonna be it's gonna be expanded
Yeah.
in certain places. You know?
Earth gonna be in its proper form.
Yeah.
You know, the oxygen, the water.
And you people gonna be fertilizer to the earth, man. Straight up. Because another way that you can replenish the land, when you till a land, you have to first get rid of everything on it. Well, that's what these fires do. These fires burn out the land. Now it's fertile because of it's the breakdown of all those nutrients that was upon the land, those plants and vegetation that just burnt up. Those nutrients still go back into the earth. Then the earth gets watered and mudslides and shit happen. But saying once that happens, now it's ready to accept seed into the earth again. You know, you till it to dig it up, to mix those nutrients in. Now the earth is ready to receive seed. Now once it receives seed, it can, and you're not tampering with it, it can now grow real vegetation now from within the earth. I can keep going a little bit. Verse 45, it says, and they that remain under her shall do service unto them that put her in fear. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of her of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person, woe be unto thee, thou wretch.
That's Moab in there.
Yep.
You damn gooks. Because you live the most delicious
Yep,
off of the economy of America.
Yep.
You know?
Because you know where it's going. You know who's putting in the money. That's good, because you don't give a shit if these Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and these poor people in America get destroyed, because the only thing you care about is that they're paying their money. You don't care if they don't know who they are on the earth. You care that they making you rich. That's all you care about.
And China's been playing both sides, man.
Yep.
You're still benefiting economically off of America while still being allied with its enemies, man.
Yep, playing both sides, man. That's a dangerous game.
That's real dangerous. You know? So no matter what, China is definitely gonna be forced into this war.
Yeah.
China have no choice, man.
They're gonna have to.
No matter which side they play it, they're gonna be dragged into this war.
Eventually, they're going to have to pick a side. Do we want our commerce to continue, or do we want to be, have nuclear weapons shot on us? And they're going to be allies with the countries over there on their side, with Russia and North Korea and Iran.
So you ain't gonna worry about America no more.
Yeah.
You're gonna be worried about who's gonna shoot missiles on us. You gonna shoot missiles on them? Well, I better get with y'all, because y'all can shoot them on me. We right here. It says,
You see they moving their militaries on the border of North Korea.
Yeah.
You know, they've been supplying North Korea.
Yeah.
The Russian troops been sending they troops over there. So they're showing you with the move that they're making that they're lining themselves up with Russia and Iran, man.
That's right.
All right. Militarily, they with that side, but economic-wise,
Yep.
they're
Trying to get all the change they can.
They're trying to get everything out of
America.
America, man.
Yep.
You know?
It says, woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers. Hey, you're not helping restore the Israelites back as the Israelites. You're making it worse. You're supplying all the witchcraft, so to speak, to America to keep these people going away from the Most High God.
They helping with the technology.
Yep.
They helping
can
Esau.
help-
They
can
helping
help,
Esau with that technology.
subliminally change the minds of the people. Toshiba, man, you just go to all this technology, man. They got their fingerprint on it. They knew what they was going. They knew this white man was going to use it, what he was going to use it for. They see, even now, they see what he's using it for. But they ain't like, oh, if you're going to use it against them, we don't want to do that. But they, oh shit, we take that check. Come on, keep sending checks. We'll keep sending these goods.
Them gooks, all they care about is money, man.
Yep.
That's the number one motivation for them gooks, man.
And look what it says. Let me start. It says that they might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredoms with thee. Thou hast
The wine of the wrath of her fornication
Yep.
of Babylon, man.
Yep.
That's why they don't have no problem becoming Americanized,
Yep.
and accepting American culture within their society, man.
Yep.
You know, they're a lot of them. They're Americanized, man.
Yep.
And that's why a lot of them are over here setting up shop. That's why they got Chinatowns